The movie begins in a faraway place in Antarctica. Workers led by Victoria discover something really old from aliens. It's called the Scarab. At the same time, Jaime Reyes, a Gotham Law University graduate, goes back to his hometown, Palmera City. His parents are happy to see him, but they soon tell him about the family problems and money issues that they didn't talk about before. Jaime decides to help his brother get his first job. He ends up working as a janitor at the Victoria Court mansion. The next day, both brother and sister go to the rich woman's house to clean up. While working, Jaime hears an argument between Victoria and her niece, Jenny. He stands up for the girl, which costs him his job. Jenny thanks him for helping and invites him to the tower, saying that they can talk about job opportunities in the evening. Jaime can't sleep that night. He looks at Jenny's picture and feels like he's in love. He talks to his dad and understands that everyone has their own purpose. The next morning, he puts on a decent suit he finds in the closet and goes to the court tower to meet Jenny and discuss a possible job. His whole Mexican family worries about him and supports him. His grandma even baptizes him again and wishes him good luck. They all know how important this day is for him. When Jaime gets to the tower, they treat him really nicely at the front desk and ask him to wait because they have lots to do. At the same time, Jenny sneaks into a secret lab and takes an ancient alien artifact, the Scarab. She hides it in a burger box. After finishing her task, she leaves the office and tries to get out of the building quickly. Jaime notices her and tries to talk to her about the promised job. At the same moment, Dr. Sanchez, who works at the lab, realizes the Scarab is missing and sounds the alarm. Jenny can't get out, so she hands the box with the Scarab to Jaime and asks him to keep it without looking inside. When Jaime gets home, his family thinks he's brought back a burger instead of getting a great job. When they learn that Jaime hasn't opened the box, they convince him to do it. Inside, they find a strange blue and gold Scarab. Uncle Rudy suggests using tools to open it, but Jaime disagrees. As soon as the Scarab is in Jaime's hands, it starts glowing blue. It flies onto his face and his family is scared because they don't know what to do. Jaime starts transforming as the Scarab merges with him. He's covered in an alien suit and an inner voice starts checking the suit. The suit not only has legs but also wings. Jaime starts flying around the city without control, causing chaos and destruction. But he doesn't get hurt because the suit protects him. His family panics and calls the police, who put Jaime on their wanted list. He eventually returns to normal and his family is confused. In the evening, he realizes the Scarab is still on his back and becoming a part of him. He decides to go back to the court tower to meet Jenny because she might explain what's happening. Milagro, his brother, realizes that it's not just the Scarab that's bothering Jaime. He's also fallen in love with Jenny. Luckily, she doesn't have a boyfriend. Jaime takes his uncle's pickup truck and heads to their last meeting spot, where he finds Jenny hiding from someone. She gets in the car and they escape some armed people chasing them, representatives of OMAC, the one-man army corps. When they get back home, Jaime introduces Jenny to his family, and they notice the damaged pickup truck. But the main problem is the Scarab that's now on Jaime's back. He asks Jenny to explain what it is, and it turns out the Scarab is a smart weapon that can think. Jenny's father used to have it, but he disappeared without a trace. Jaime is suffering because of the Scarab, and the only way to help him is to steal a special key from the organization's tower. This key might help them solve the problem, but it means that they have to go back to the tower. Meanwhile, Victoria finds out that the Scarab has been stolen. This is bad news because it could mess up an important deal with the general. So, Jenny's bossy aunt tells everyone to bring the artifact back, no matter what. This Scarab thing, it turns out, is like a first version of the super cool robot called OMAC. They want to make it into a full-on fighting robot, but it's not there yet. Anyway, they figure out where to go, and Jenny's uncle puts a thingy in the place where they're going. This thingy blocks the cameras, so Jenny and Jaime can sneak in and grab the key, which is a fancy watch that used to belong to Jenny's dad. But boy oh boy, the security people get suspicious. They call Lieutenant Carapax to find out what's going on. Jenny and Jaime get out of there without anyone seeing them, or so they think. When they try to leave, a big guy who works for Victoria stops them. He's got a fancy robot suit called Carapax. Carapax starts attacking Jaime, but the Scarab, whose name is Da, protects Jaime. Then, Lieutenant Carapax gets into the fight, and it's a big mess. They try to talk it out, but it doesn't work. Carapax is not in the mood to listen to a young guy like Jaime, especially when he's got alien tech on him. At that point, the suit takes control and fight the lieutenant without any trouble. Now here's where things get really intense. Hajida, that's Jaime's cousin, she wants to use the suit's weapons to hurt Carapax really bad. But Jaime says no, he doesn't want to hurt anyone. So, the lieutenant sees a chance and starts attacking again. He's not afraid to hurt Jamie. Things are getting worse by the minute. But then, Rudy, that's another family member, he throws a battery at Carapax and stops him. It saves Jamie's life. After that, they all go to this old house that Jenny's dad used to own. They find a secret lab and figure out that Jenny's dad was the Blue Beetle, the superhero. Jenny's dad had the Scarab thing, but it didn't open up to him. It opened up to one of his helpers. While they're going through the lab's computer, they found out how to get the Scarab off Jamie. While they're looking for a way to remove the Scarab, Jenny and Jamie start talking and getting to know each other better. They also realize that Da can heal wounds. This house is special to Jenny because her parents used to live there. Her mom passed away and she really misses her. Jamie comforts her and they start to feel something for each other. They decide to kiss, but then the uncle says there's only one way to remove the Scarab. Jamie has to go to sleep forever. Jamie is so upset and doesn't want to believe it. He didn't choose to be a superhero and he runs away, but Rudy knows where he likes to be alone and he goes to find him. Rudy manages to cheer Jamie up by reminding him that everyone in their family has had a tough time, but they worked hard to take care of their loved ones. Just when things seem a bit better, they see a helicopter heading to the family home. They realize their loved ones are in danger. Jamie tries to fly to them with the Scarab, but it won't let him. The suit has to protect Jamie, so he jumps off the roof and uses the wings to get there. Meanwhile, some bad guys go into Jamie's house and take his whole family hostage. They even set the house on fire. Jamie's family tries to run, but his dad has a heart attack and passes away. It's so sad. Jamie sees this and gets distracted. Victoria and the lieutenant use this chance to hurt Jamie. Even with all this going on, Jamie's grandma says they shouldn't give up. They're the only ones who can help Jamie. The family decides to join together to save him. They go to Jenny's dad's secret lab and find some cool stuff. Jamie's grandma gets a machine gun, Rudy finds a ship shaped like a beetle, and they're ready to go save Jamie. Jamie is stuck in a machine that can send secret information from one place to another. Dr. Sanchez warns that it's dangerous and it might cost the guy his life, but the bad people won't stop. Victoria, on her way to get what she wants, tells them to start sending the information. This makes Jamie feel really bad. Jamie's family rides a huge beetle to the island. They attack the guards and kill a dozen fighters who were armed. Milagro and Jenny looks for the guy but instead find a machine that can make many fighting robots. Sanchez says that Jamie might fall asleep because it's too hard on him, but Victoria wants the information to keep going. At some point, Jamie falls asleep and meets his dad in a dream. His dad tells him not to be sad and to accept what's happening. He wants his son to become the new Blue Beetle. Jamie agrees and he uses the machine to join his mind with Hachita. Jenny and Milagro put bombs to destroy the OMAC system and save humanity. The data transfer is finished, making the OMAC suit better. Jamie wakes up, frees himself, and runs away. Dr. Sanchez helps him escape. Then, the doctor is killed for helping the bad guys. Jamie breaks the door and wants to chase the escaped guy, but Jenny and Milagro get separated because the tunnel ceiling falls. The guy hides because his suit system needs to restart and he can't use its powers. 3 guards corner him, but a grandma with a machine gun helps him by sending them and more enemies to the next world. Milagro fights a lot of guards with her gauntlet's powers. The guy turns on Da and the enemies are defeated. Then, he fights the stronger Carapax, but his attacks don't work. He makes a new sword, but it doesn't help either. The lieutenant beats him up. They both need to survive, so the suit stops the guy from taking the lieutenant's life. Jenny's aunt captures her, but then she leaves the island and Rudy saves the guy by distracting Carapax. Jamie gets really mad when he sees his uncle get hurt. He finds new strength in his love for his family and defeats Carapax. He's ready to take the lieutenant's life, but the suit stops him and shows the lieutenant's memories from when he was a child. Jamie learns that Victoria killed his mom and made him her warrior slave. Jenny uses special gum and jumps out of the helicopter with her aunt. When she lands, she destroys Blue Beetle's data so that Victoria can't make any more robots. Jamie's family and Jenny all escape the island before it blows up. Later, Jenny becomes the company's new CEO and promises not to make guns anymore. They arrive at Jamie's family's destroyed home, and Jenny promises to fix it. The neighbors help, and the couple shares a passionate kiss before flying off to Kordov Manor. In the scene after the credits, there's a message from Ted, a man who's trying to tell his daughter that he's alive. Thanks for watching! Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.